Hello everyone, and welcome to the roof of my 30-foot motorhome. It's a 1992 Rexhall Airex, and I'm doing some roof repair. I really need to because it's in really bad shape. Water is such a destructive force. And I've embarked on this project, and I think in retrospect, and I realized the extent of the work involved, I might have been scared off from buying this motorhome. But it is what it is, and sealing this up is a priority. It's either got to be sealed up and made usable again, or just abandoned. So I've already been up here probably over 6 or 7 hours over the last few days, doing a lot of scraping, pulling out the old sealant. This is a fiberglass body and a fiberglass roof. It was recoated at some point with a product. I don't know what product it was, but it now feels very chalky, almost absorbent. And there's all this dirt or mold or whatever, this mildew or whatever this dark stuff is that's sort of accumulated on the surface. I really have been peeling up some of this old coating, and in a lot of cases you see the brown that's coming through from the the original fiberglass. So I've done a lot of scraping, digging out old caulk, and now it's time to do something that's probably going to sound counterintuitive, counterproductive maybe. But I'm going to fire up the pressure washer and pressure wash, because I got to clean this stuff off. I don't dare recoat it until I clean it. So I'm going to try to do it with a minimal amount of water. And I'll have some towels up here to soak up any puddling water, because having scraped and peeled out all the old sealant, it's just going to leak so much. But I really feel like I've got to clean this with the pressure washer before I can seal it. I've ordered the materials, the lap sealant for all these seams and edges, for around all the fixtures and vents. And I've got the fiberglass roof coating also on order. So here's hoping it turns out all right. Let's fire up that pressure washer next. Okay, pressure washing is done. I did it as quickly as I could, so as not to have too much water up there. Plus I used some towels to sop it up as quickly as I can so that it doesn't leak into the coach any more than it needs to. Let's go up and take a look. May actually be hard for you to tell, but it did make a pretty big difference. And since my feet are dirty, I'm not going to climb up there. But we got a nice warm day, some breeze, so we're just going to let this dry out for a couple of days. I may have to tarp it over because I think we're getting rain in a day or two, and I don't have the products yet to complete the job. But I'm looking forward to doing that. Saw some spots where I need to do a little bit more peeling. Some of the paint's still coming up. So yeah, this was a bad spot down here by the ladder. It's almost like it's a bad design, because you've got this lip that goes all the way around the perimeter. So the water is just going to sit in there like a little bit of a pool. So I've got to seal that really well. And I'm going to take the product down the sides a little bit because it's been chipping off the sides too. Paint may not match and it might look a little bit hokey, but I got to get it functional and dry. Well, we're back. It's probably been about 2 weeks since we recorded that last segment. We're now on top of the RV roof because we finally got some dry and sunny weather. I've got Dicor self-leveling lap sealant, and I'm going to attempt to caulk this bead all the way around the perimeter of these seams. And hopefully following that, we'll be able to coat it with the RV roof coating. It looks brilliant white compared to the faded off-white color of the roof. But the roof coating that we're going to use is white also. So it should look nice. How's that looking to you?
Good.
Alright. So we're starting here at the front and we'll work our way to the back. I bought 6 tubes of the sealant. I want to run it on the inside and the outside of that raised I don't know what you call it, seal or whatever, where it comes together, as well as through where anything that protrudes through the roof, like the railing, the ladder, stuff like that, the vents. So I'm going to keep sealing and we'll check back in a little bit. We'll take a close-up of these places where the ladder meets the roof, where this railing meets the roof. You can see how they just are in desperate need of a recoating. Surely lots of water leaking through there. There's a hole right there. So I'm just going to totally coat these over with the lap sealant until it looks something like this. Here's one of the places where the railing connects. There's another. Just going to fully load it and seal it up good. I like the self-leveling feature of this sealant. It kind of smooths out. You put it on goopy, but it kind of comes out nice and flat. Makes your caulk job look good. Even though when you're putting it on, you're thinking, oh my goodness. So that's turning out pretty good.
I've had a difficult time finding warm, dry weather that corresponds to my working day. Maybe 55 degrees. And it's dry. And I can kind of think. I want you to see what I did. I drew a pencil line 4.5 inches above that top blue line, and then I put some tape there. And I've already gone ahead and cut in the first coat of the sealant. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut it in twice before I actually roll out the first coat. Over here where I have the awning, didn't have to tape as much, just this back corner. You can probably hear the wind. Just blew my ladder down. That's kind of dangerous. Let me set that up again, and then we'll go up and take a look. All right, heading up. Yeah. So I've cut in along all these seams, around all the protrusions, the railing. I didn't tape across the top because I'm just going to eye that up. No one's going to see it that closely anyway, so it didn't matter if it was perfectly straight. What I've discovered is, if for coverage of the color alone, it's going to require 2 coats. Because these dark spots where all the paint is worn off are showing through the first cut-in coat. So for reasons of color alone, I'll have to put on 2 coats, but I'm planning to do 2 coats anyway, so it's good and sealed. It's done, but a lot of wind. Now let's get back to work.
I decided to roll in this curved part all the way around. I've already cut it in twice with the brush. And then I'll roll the first coat out, wait an hour or so, and then I'll roll in a second coat and try to do it with as little walking around up here as possible. Well, you're looking at the completed project. And the most important thing is that it's done. And hopefully it will be effectively sealed for a while. I'm not entirely thrilled. I noticed some things that are a little bothersome, but of no great consequence. Like some of the stains bleed through that top coating. Not that anyone sees up here very often, but I know. Got our vent covers back on, and it's a beautiful thing. I'll end this video by showing you some still shots of the process before, during, and after. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.